In this video, I'll demonstrate you the AI-powered RAG agent, which is connected to one of the trigger from the chat. Of course, the trigger can be any other trigger. It could be chat, it could be webhook, it could be Telegram, WhatsApp, or anything. Of course, multiple inputs could also come here. And based on that, I have added a chain called question and answer chain. Then the model which is answering to the question and answer is OpenAI chat model. And then for a retriever, it will be retrieving the data from the vector store. Of course, now there are multiple vector stores. You can have QRank, you can have any other vector store, but I'm using for this particular tutorial a Pinecone vector store. Pinecone is easy. Of course, you can have 2 GB of storage for free. And then based on whatever you want to store, you can upgrade the plan. And then for embedding, I'm using OpenAI embedding. So I'll show you step by step. If I go to question and answer chain, you simply need to drag and drop the chat input. You don't need to do anything here. OpenAI chat model, you have to connect your OpenAI account. I'm using GPT-4o Mini for this particular agent. And then is the vector store retrieval. Of course, vector store retrieval's job is to retrieve the data from the vector store. But what will be the vector store used here? So our vector store is Pinecone vector store. So I have provided the Pinecone API key here. So once it is done, then you will be using the retrieve document option for agent or chain. And then from the list, I have added the file into the Pinecone. So the parameter is file. If you have multiple parameters, so you will get that, but I'm using files. So files will be accessed from here. And then again for embedding, I'm using OpenAI embedding, text embedding, ADA002. You need to use that. And then once the output will come, of course, depending upon what output you will get from the chat input, depending upon what output you will get, I have edited some fields here. Then I have added a JavaScript here just to remove the -n and line numbers and so on. So I have done that here. So it's optional, of course, it's removing the bold formatting. It is replacing the new line with the actual new lines and so on. And depending upon what you want to do with this output, so you can add those nodes here. If you have the response going to Telegram, so you'll be linking Telegram here. You want the response to go through WhatsApp agent, so you can link those here. A template is provided to you in the description. You can use this template and you can start using the chatbot. You can, of course, delete these nodes in case you don't want. So you can simply get the output if you start chatting it. Suppose I will activate this workflow now and I will start chatting it. What are the services do you offer? Now you will see that the response will directly go to the vector store, and from there it will go to Pinecone, and from there it will take the services. And you can see here that the response is coming from files which I have shared. So you can see here. So depending upon your files that you have stored in the vector store, so you will be getting those responses here. How you want to do the formatting of the output, you can link with the output formats and you can get that. But for simple, simply add the question and answer chain, link it to the vector store, link it to the OpenAI chat model. And once it is linked to the vector store, choose which vector store you want to link to, and then add the embedding. The input could be your email read and output could be your email response. Input could be chat, output could be chat, input could be webhook, output could be webhook, and so on. So depending upon how you want to get the question and answer chain, so you will be using this particular way. So let's continue to next video and understand how we can use n8n for our automation.